Welcome. I invite you to join us on Insight Timer, where we will be together in a live interactive experience. Mhm. Welcome. Hi, Cindy. Hmm. As a reminder, if you have a device that can turn horizontally, you'll be able to see more of the background. Hi, Amrita. I'm on the island of Oahu. Hi, Andy. Hi, Judy. Hi again. Yeah, or you can see my face really close up, right? Hmm. Beautiful. We'll wait just a few more moments and then we'll begin. Ah. Okay. Welcome. My name is Selena Layel, and this is our weekly satsang together. Hi, Ganila. This is a time for us to be in community, to at times move into different techniques to take us deeper within our being. Time to share, connect. Sometimes we read from my beloved Guruji's book, Petals of Grace. Each time we come together, it is different. It's really a time, though, for us to be nourished in our light and relationship with our own self and with each other. So I warmly welcome each and every one to today's session. Hi, Sanita. The word satsang it essentially means the gathering of truth. This is how we come together in community as we are, authentically present. And although we definitely hold a space here for whatever is coming up, yes, each of you are welcome, including myself, just as we are. Yes, with whatever emotions are coming up, with whatever's happening in the mind or the body, you're welcome just as you are. And although we may dive into some challenges that people are facing at times, this is also a space for us to focus on the evolution of our consciousness and upliftment of our consciousness. This doesn't mean positive vibes only, but it means rather than getting caught in these painful loops that we tend to, we look at things from different perspectives. We share tools and ways that we can tend to our human experience and also put our attention on this evolution of consciousness, this expansion into the fullness of who we are. Yes. So, again, a warm, warm welcome to everyone. Hi, Angela. For anyone who's newer to our time together, I have many, many recordings here on the app. We also have a group called Love Heals All, a wonderful place to be together in community. And then I lead the live sessions each week, usually one meditation or a talk, you could say, and then another one that is asana based, that physical practice of yoga. I also have a 10-day course, Yogic Practices for a Peaceful Life, and I am on the second half, almost done with the new course that I have been pouring my heart into for each of you. It is a self-love course, 10-day self-love course, and that will probably be coming out in the next 3 or 4 weeks. So that is very exciting. So that's our little intro of what our time is together today, a little bit about who I am and what I offer. And I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to each and every one for being here, for choosing to be here today. Let's begin with the centering technique. This is a wonderful, simple yogic technique to help to bring us into a greater experience of alignment, balance, harmony within. Let's bring the hands together at the heart. And I will mirror you. So we'll start by reaching the right arm up, but it's actually my left. But you don't need to know that. Just in case you get confused, your right hand goes up first. Relax the shoulders down. Let's just take a deep breath in and out to start. And then we'll inhale to reach the right arm all the way up, the left hand by the navel. See if you can straighten that upper arm. And then exhale slowly all the way back to the heart. And if you can't move your body, you can just visualize this. Inhale the left hand all the way up, open the chest. The right hand comes down, but the fingers point up. Exhale slowly back to the heart. One more time on the right. Inhale the right arm up, the left hand by the navel. Straighten the elbow if you can. Exhale to the heart. And we'll complete here, but if you feel like you need to do an even number, feel free to do one more on the left. And then we'll just pause and be still for a moment at center. Relax the shoulders, the face, the lips, the jaw. Feel your belly softening, your pelvis. Many of us are very unconscious of holding deep tension in the pelvis, the pelvic floor, the groin. All of these muscles are kind of in this constant contraction. So we can just feel as if we're letting the pelvis, the lower body, really relax and soften down into the support beneath us. And then turn your palms into your heart. Just hold your heart tenderly. Allow your body to soften even more. And offer yourself a few thoughts of gratitude. Maybe it's a thought of gratitude that says, thank you for taking the time to be part of this session today, or thank you for getting out of bed, or thank you for exercising or meditating or doing something else. Just offer yourself some gratitude. Maybe it's just gratitude for who you are. I'm so grateful to my light. I'm so grateful to my heart. And then if you can move your body, take a deep breath in, open your arms really wide, open your chest. Exhale, but maintain this opening, like you're just allowing yourself to be this receptive vessel for life. For many of us, this is the opposite of how we hold our bodies. So let's open even more. Breathe deeply. Feel your belly and chest expanding as you inhale. And feel your body letting go as you exhale. Great. One more breath here. Keep this open stance with your body, allowing your beautiful heart to be just as it is. And when you're ready, you can just relax the arms. And if the eyes are closed, you can open the eyes. Mm. Welcome, everyone. Thank you. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Monica. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Mm. Let's have our two-word check-in, shall we? I invite you to share in the chat the two words that best describe your inner world in this moment. Could be anything. There's no right answer. And I invite everyone to share today if you feel comfortable to. Let us really feel the presence of being in community. Share in the chat what two words best describe your inner world. Calm and chaos. Yeah, it's amazing how things can coexist, right? Uh, and there might be many words that feel like they describe your inner world. So just choose the two that best describe it. At peace, happy, relaxed, fatigue, and pain. Hmm. I'd say, oh, here we go. They're pouring in now. Anxious, hopeful, stuck emotions, tired, grateful, calm, anxiety, tired, busy, anxious, gracious. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. And feel free to share. It's just nice, even if I don't read all of the responses, just for us to be here together. Yes. I'd say my two words are, can I do a hyphenated one? Ocean of emotion. That's my hyphenated response today. Sadness, turmoil, pain, excited, peaceful, serene. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Unsafe, tense, calm, curious. Thank you. Thank you. So, we're going to dive into some different techniques today. If you have a mala, I invite you to have a mala. And just for anyone who maybe is unfamiliar, a mala, in at least in this context, is a beaded necklace of 108 beads. So if you have a mala, I invite you to have one. And although I love these malas, I love the way they look. I think they're so beautiful and exquisite. Um, the reason that I often wear my malas is um, they're not a fashion statement. Although again, like I do enjoy the way they look. I feel like they're just very beautiful. But I wear them because they're anchors of Shakti. They hold the energy of what I cultivate with them. And they all have different qualities. Yes. So for example, these are different they're not all stones. I don't know how to say it, but I have hematite, which is wonderful for grounding, and there's quartz crystal, and there's pearl, and all of these different elements of nature have different qualities and how they impact our physical body, minds, and emotions. So, although I love fashion, I'm wearing all of these because I'm just absorbing all of the energy and all of the chanting and mantras that uh, they have received for the duration that I've had them. Thank you, friends. I see some more shares came in. Thank you so much for sharing. This is why it's so good to be in community together. And it's as much as it's often really uncomfortable to be able to share openly in community when we're not happy, it's really important. It's important to be able to come together and say, my heart is aching. I feel disconnected. I feel sad. I had a really beautiful experience yesterday. I'm going to share a little Selena tangent side note here before we dive into our experiences. There's been a lot moving through my system, and there are a lot of, reasons why it could be, meaning not so much like there's any problem in my life, but I'm engaged in so many areas of really profound energetic work. It would make sense that pain is coming to the surface. And I know that sometimes, It's easy to see someone like myself who's on this side of the camera or who's teaching or who has a certain kind of presence. I know many of you have shared with me that you feel a profound peace or a profound love in my presence, even online. And I just love to be a reminder also for anyone who's newer to our time together. Those of you who've been around, you know this because you've seen me in my stuff, right? But yes, I am able to embody peace and love the way that I am, and emotion still comes up. It's part of the human experience, and things still go through their process of healing. And even though I've been in my path for really since birth, as all of us have, but really consciously, like meditating and self development and all of this since I was like 14 years old. Um, and I still have things that come up to be healed. And that's what I've been feeling, in the heart of vulnerability. I've just been feeling things coming up to be healed. Now, the difference is before I would be making up a story, because that's what the mind does, right? It really wants to understand why we feel pain so it can hopefully get out of it, right? So, oh, this pain is coming up. It must mean this. It's because this is wrong in my life and that's good, but it's difficult. And right, it's making up all of these stories. But I'm able to see more now for many reasons because I've taken the time to have inquiry, because I do meditate and I have more awareness, things like this. It doesn't make me better than anyone. It's just years and years of practice. But I'm able to see now, oh, this pain is coming to the surface. I don't need to judge it or make it wrong or try to get out of it or figure it out. It's coming to the surface. Yes. And this happens for each of us. It comes to the surface. So, how can we be gracious with ourselves? How can we be kind and tender and compassionate when that pain comes to the surface for whatever reason it is? We don't even need to know usually. So, anyway, the side note that I really wanted to share here, though, is that yesterday, when this was really stirring for me, I'm also doing I'm engaged in several things right now that is energetically bringing things up, but I'm also very intentionally engaging in an emotional freedom technique course where it's like bringing up, very core beliefs that are still impacting my subconscious. And I really look forward to sharing this with all of you soon. Once I feel, um, once I feel I've moved through some of my own work around it. So, anyway, so much tenderness and so much emotion coming up. And I found myself by the end of the night kind of like a shaken up champagne bottle, right? There was just so much stirring inside. And I noticed that it was starting to kind of impact my mind rather than being like, okay, here's this uncomfortable emotion. It was starting to impact the mind. The mind was thinking, this thought about this, right? And it was like, oh, this is so horrible here. And those people are so unkind. And, right, the mind was just like picking out that negativity bias, was picking out anything and putting kind of like a painful slant on it or a negative slant on it because there was all of this emotion and pain coming up. And so it just impacted the mind because I wasn't, being really aware in that moment. And then one of my dear, dear beloveds came over, and long story short, I just sobbed in his arms, like, those kind of guttural sobs, like a really good cry, because I was letting myself really feel the pain, like snot and tears and all the things, just letting myself feel the pain. And after I allowed myself to feel the pain so fully, what did I feel? I felt more free. I felt more at ease. I felt more present. All of those kind of contracted ways of thinking in the mind had subsided, and there was more understanding, there was more compassion. So, this is just a little side note, one to remind you that we're all going through our own experience of being human, that we all go through different experiences of pain and cycles. And also that when pain comes up, we don't need to attach a story to it. Sometimes it's helpful, but it's not always necessary. Can we just be with the pain? Yes. Can we just be with ourselves in that pain? And also to remember that when the pain is strong, and this could be physical, emotional, it's usually both, right? It will impact the mind. Yeah, this is a big thing because a lot of people in chronic physical pain, they notice how their mind changes. So, this is really important for us to use our different techniques and tools and community support or therapy or coaching or whatever it is so that we can have a place to just be with the pain because it will impact us. Yes. And Gary, thank you. Gary is sharing, I'm glad that you're not absorbing all of our negative energy. And what do I want to say on that? Um, I first just want to say that uh, that I love you. I love you, and you are me. I am you. And although we use words like negative and positive to understand certain charge or frequencies, or maybe just to have an intellectual understanding of contraction and expansion, there's nothing negative about you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. The way that I am built and the way that I have been trained and the path that I'm in my life is to be able to sit with you in the depths of the pain and to be able to sit with you in that and say, there's nothing negative about this. Yes, this is pain. Yes, this feels awful or whatever you want to label it as. But this idea of negative as in bad, I don't subscribe to this. And we are all having our experiences. So I just don't even really have words, honestly, to express what I feel. But the depth of what I feel is that there's nothing wrong with you. And I'm speaking to each of us. There's nothing wrong with you. And if you find that what you call negative within yourself, you're resisting or judging as bad, I invite you to play with flipping the script. Okay, this isn't bad. This is pain, and it's asking for my loving attention. This is pain that needs my help. This is pain that has been under the surface for so long, and it just needs me. Mm. Yeah, Susie Susan shared, I have spent my whole life telling myself there's something wrong with me. And then shared, I am healthy and strong, and shared, this is how I survived. And yes, many of us have survival strategies like this. And even if it's not a survival strategy, many of us live with this belief. It's just kind of this feeling inside that there's nothing wrong with me. Nothing. Oh, I'm so glad, Rocio. I'm so glad, my love. Thank you again for sharing, Gary. I hope you can feel my heart. And even though I was speaking to everyone, I hope you can also feel that I was speaking to you and to your heart and to whatever you're carrying inside. Mm. All right. So, again, if you have a mala, 108 beads, we're going to practice some mantra today. I'm also going to practice some Analoma Viloma Pranayama. And we'll just see how our time goes. We might read a little bit from Ma's book. I think I'd actually like to take us into that. So we'll start with breathing together, and then we'll move into a couple of rounds of japa, this mantra repetition, and then we'll move into some silence. And then I'll probably read a little bit from Ma's book, and you can just kind of stay in your inner world and just be with where you are inside. So we'll begin with Analoma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing. Some of you may think of this as Nadi Shodhana, but Nadi Shodhana, although it is almost exactly the same, it uses a different breathing rhythm or breathing pattern. So for this, I won't be mirroring you because we're all going to use our right hand. And if you can't move your body, I invite you just to focus on, just breathing consciously. So it's okay, Marcy. Welcome. So we'll begin with the right hand. The right hand is going to cover the right nostril. I've got all these piercings, yes, so I kind of go like this, but you can just cover like this if you wish. So the right hand will cover the nostril. These other fingers will be up by the first eye, and then we'll use the ring and the pinky finger to cover the other nostril. And you can have your left hand in chin mudra if you wish, just gently covering the index finger with the thumb and the palm facing up. Ah, so let's start by covering the right nostril and then inhale through the left and then cover the left and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, cover right, exhale left. Inhale left, exhale right. And if you wish, you can gently touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth just behind the upper teeth. Inhale right, close off right, exhale left. Inhale left, slow, deep breaths. Close left, exhale right. Relax the jaw, the face. Inhale right, exhale left. And you may wish, with eyes closed, to turn your gaze up to the first eye. Inhale left, exhale right. Relax the shoulders. Inhale right, exhale left. Continue breathing in this pattern, long, slow breaths. And if you get a little lost, you can always gently open the eyes and just see how I'm breathing. Focus your mind on the sensations of the body breathing. Long exhalations. For our final round, we'll complete by inhaling through the right nostril. And once you exhale through the left, you can relax your right hand down. Take a slow, deep breath in. And if it's comfortable, hold the breath, relax the face and the body. When you're ready to exhale, exhale slowly. And then just breathe naturally and be still. Allow a space between the teeth and the lips. Soften the body. And you give yourself permission to be just as you are. With whatever you're feeling, with whatever you're thinking, can you just be for these next few moments? Lovely. We'll now move into Japa, mantra repetition. I invite you to take a mala if you have it, and if you don't have a mala, it's totally okay. I invite you to still join us if you wish. When we are, there are a couple of things about chanting Sanskrit mantras. One is that Sanskrit is a vibrational language, meaning when we speak these words, it is a measurable vibration. There's a Shakti, there's an energy in that word that moves within us, that enlivens something within us, that awakens life within us. And when we chant, although we might be chanting these different names, Shiva, Krishna, Lakshmi, Durga, Ganapati, we are chanting to our own beloved self. Every chant to something seemingly outside of us is to our own beloved self. Today we're going to chant a mantra to the Divine Mother. And it's okay if you find that, maybe your mind says, well, I can't chant these things because I'm Christian, or I'm Muslim, or I'm, whatever. Maybe you have a religion that you feel you can't chant this one. If that's how you feel, no issue. I invite you just to be here in this beautiful energy we create together. All are welcome here. This is not about religion. This is about satsang. And also, you might find that if you do choose to chant, again, we are chanting to the Divine Mother that is all of life in every tradition, not just in Hinduism, but we are chanting to that essence of the Divine Mother. So today we'll be chanting, I'll say it say it in two ways, speak it in two ways. So Shri Matre Namaha. So this is kind of without the accent, so you can just kind of hear the base of the words. Shri Matre Namaha. And if someone knows the spelling and wants to type it in, please go ahead while I do this demonstration. Shri Matre Namaha. And then if we say it with the accent, it's Shri Matre Namaha. So, this is what we'll be chanting. And as we chant this, I invite you to sense it doesn't matter your gender. I am chanting to that divine mother within me. What are the qualities of the divine mother? Compassion, love, unbounded love, caring, kindness. We are calling upon that within our own being. We are connecting with that in life. Yes. Om Shri Matre Namaha. Om Shri Matre Namaha. This divine mother energy, this essence of love that each and every one of us long for. There is this tenderness inside of each of us, longing to be held by life, longing to feel held by love, longing to feel held by God. However you think of it, there's this longing to just feel held in the arms of unbounded love. And so when we chant this, we are chanting to that within our own being, awakening that love with our own beloved self and all of life. So if you have a mala, we hold the mala in the right hand and we don't use the index finger. I've explained this in the past, but I won't do a full tutorial today. Just we're going to hold it on the middle finger. And again, if you can't move your body or if you don't have a mala, you can just chant with us. Yes, it's not necessary to have the physical tool. And then we don't start on that guru bead. This is the guru bead, yes, with the tassel or that top bead. Yes, you can tell it's kind of like an extra bead. This is the one we don't use. So we start right in front of it. And each time we chant, we move forward. 1, 2, 3, like this. And you can see my index finger is not part of the game here. Yeah. Keeping the ego consciousness out of our sadhana. So this is how we'll use the mala, if you wish. Shri Matre Namaha. Let me just pull up the. Hmm. And of course, if you're not here on Insight Timer, come over to Insight Timer and be with us. Okay. And I invite you to chant from your heart. I was just watching this beautiful clip earlier from my beloved teacher, Saima. And Ma was saying that if you enter your sadhana, your meditation, your japa, whatever you're doing for your daily spiritual practice, if you enter into your daily spiritual practice with kind of like a dry energy, like it's kind of like on autopilot, moving through the motions, we're not cultivating the energy. We're not cultivating that shakti. We're not awakening that relationship with ourself, with our beloved. So we must find some sense of connection or passion or aliveness in our sadhana. Otherwise, it's dry. Yes? So I invite you to chant from your heart. Maybe you chant from the longing inside that says, I long to feel held by the divine. I long to feel held in love. I long to feel peace. I long to feel free from emotional pain. Or maybe you're chanting, oh, beloved mother, beloved divine mother, thank you for being in my life. Thank you for healing my heart. Thank you for healing my mind. Let us chant with this energy, this devotion, this gratitude to these qualities. We'll take a breath in to begin. Om Shri Matre Namaha. 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 Feel it in your heart. Om Shri Matre Namaha. 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 Sink into it, open. Om Shri Matre Namaha. Soften your body. Om Shri Matre Namaha. 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 Let this slow down your mind. Om Shri Matre Namaha. 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 More passion, more aliveness. Om Shri Matre Namaha. 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 Chant from your heart. Om Shri Matre Namaha. Om Shri Matre Namaha. Allow this love to awaken. Om Shri Matre Namaha. 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 Be very still. If you have the mala, very gracefully, slowly move to place the mala on your neck and then on your skin, and then return to stillness. The body is still and relaxed, open at the same time. The eyes are closed, the awareness is inside. And you stay with yourself rather than falling into the habits of the mind, distracting you, always needing to do, always needing to change, to think, to be in action. Can you give yourself this gift of being fully with you for these next few moments? Allow the body to be relaxed. I invite you to remain inside. Be in this stillness with yourself and whatever is present for you. There's no right way or one way to have an experience. So just be with yourself. And as you hear these words, I invite you to just open your mind. Allow your heart to open. Go beyond the need for intellectual understanding and receive the energy, the Shakti of these words. Grace waits for your permission. In each of you, I welcome the Mother. In each of you, I welcome the Father. In each of you, I welcome the Christ consciousness. We are numerous, very numerous, supporting you in your choice, your desire to evolve to a truer humanity, to your own state of mastery, to co evolve together. What a joy it is to see a circle of light created, integrating your light with your physicality. What a joy to see you go beyond your physical consciousness to perceive, to feel, and to be this consciousness that you are vast, pure, luminous, unlimited. You were divine consciousness before being a human being. Now create your existence on earth with the collaboration of the Creator. There is joy in seeing you accept your essence, accept your birthright, which is beyond the word joy. Manifest your great and perfectly divine self. Your I am has great beauty, your presence. Infinite power belongs to you. But be careful and use this for everyone and not only for your own needs. Advance toward this light that belongs to you without fear of advancing. You incarnated to manifest this light, to serve others, to find the path of serenity. Ask and you will receive. This grace waits for your permission. Through your love, through your non judgment, all of your thought forms can change. Transformation is within everyone's reach. It is only a question of choice. Remember Jesus, Buddha, Mary Magdalene, Muhammad, and others. All of us must lead Mother Earth toward a higher consciousness. So let us choose peace, harmony, joy, love. Let us consciously choose. When you are dropping the small personality, the small self, stay centered on the impersonal self, the universal self, and do not give importance to the hazards and to the negativities. Show the ego that you are the master. When we work toward a goal, we center ourselves on the goal and not on the small difficulties we encounter as we work toward that goal. Do the same. As you know, rose bushes have thorns, but you also know that close to the rose, there are no thorns. Therefore, focus and center on the rose and not the thorns. Together, you can gather your love, your power, and serve the light. The light will filter little by little into this world. Meet together often and form circles of light. The cosmos has equipped you with phenomenal potential. Use it. Universal joy and universal abundance belongs to you. Give and you will receive 100-fold. Let us go forward together, having no fear of advancing, daring to unite without fear, not fearing to go too fast. Heavenly energy goes faster than the speed of light. Do you believe that God is slower, that Source, Creator is slower? You are all participating in the magnificent evolutionary plan of humanity. You can truly feel within yourself your life's choice. Help humanity to wake up because you incarnated as a master for this reason. Courage, will, and truth are ready to serve you. Integrate this Christ consciousness and live this supreme vision of love. The heavenly world awaits your decision in order to serve you. Let us be the carriers of this supreme light. Let us dare. Doubts will arise, but go beyond them. As you are being purified by the light, these doubts will manifest. The path of awakening belongs to you. So live simply, without attachments, without artifice. Attachments will sow fears, feelings of need, but know that source is within you, around you. It is you. So what can you lack? Join with the light, and you will pass through the turbulence of this life without malice. It is not about getting rid of the pain. It is not about getting rid of the ego. It is not about making it go away. Let your goal, let your focus be the light. The doubts will arise, the pain will arise. This is all okay. You stay steadfast, focused on your goal of serving the light. And the shadows come and the darkness comes, and you continue forward. You continue on in your path of light. If your eyes are still closed, I invite you to just very gently begin to move the body. We can take some deep breaths together. Who are these cute twin sisters down here? Such a sweet picture. And if you haven't, go ahead and open the eyes and just be with yourself right where you are in this moment. If you wish, share a couple of words in the chat about where you are with yourself in this moment. Where are you in your relationship with yourself in this moment? After breathing together, chanting, taking this time to reflect. What are you aware of in your relationship with your beloved self? I see that resonating deeply, loving contentment, cleansed and prepared for new, at peace, much more relaxed and calm. And remember, there's no right or one answer. Remember, part of our steadfast movement toward the light, in the light, as the light, is that the darkness is in the path. Oh, beautiful, Marie. Connected, relaxed, peace in my core, calm, a round of emotion, so much body heat. Yeah, we just let it come up. Yes. Mm. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being. Yeah. Another feeling that body heat. Yes. That energy moving. Shakti. Rooted, grounded, blessed. Transition to self love and care and what I want for my future. Feeling present and peaceful, heart open, grateful. Yes. Calm. Beautiful. Beautiful. Solidly at peace. And this is the book we read from each time so far. I'm sure at some point we'll read some other things, but this is the book, Petals of Grace, a very faded version of Petals of Grace that has been read many times. My beloved Saima. Oh, wonderful, Susie, Susan. Warm welcome. Thank you, Marcy. So we'll take maybe just another minute or two if there's any last shares anyone has or questions, and then we'll come to a completion. We might not have time for questions, but depending on how long the answer is, right? And while we're waiting for anyone who might be typing, we will be together on Friday for our yoga asana session. You can see all of my live classes listed on my profile page. There's also a link, a website on my profile page to stay more connected. Um, and we'll be here together again. Oh, will we be here together again next week, or am I traveling? I think next Wednesday is the 12th, right? Yeah, so um, let me actually just double check and make sure. I'm not sure if we're together next Wednesday. Yes, yes. We'll be together next Wednesday, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Eastern. Yes, sweet dreams, Gunila. Thank you for being here so late. That's beautiful, Marine. Yes, Michi. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Remember, in each moment, you can pause. In any moment, you can pause and just go inside. Deeper than the mind, deeper than the emotions, even deeper than the body, if that makes any sense. And there you are, pure space, pure consciousness, full of life and everything you could possibly need. And if you're in one of those resistant places where there's a lot of darkness or shadows or anything like this, it's okay. You don't have to beat yourself up for being there or try to push yourself through it. Be with yourself, hold yourself tenderly, be kind. And maybe while you're in the pain or the contraction, just remind yourself, I really feel this right now. It's so intense, but it's not who I am. It's not who I am. I am light. I am consciousness. I am life itself. I am love itself. Until we meet again, my heart is yours. I love you. I love you so.